Hi, good morning, everybody. To our distinguished colleagues from the House, led by Deputy Speaker Garcia Albano, and our colleagues sa mga resource persons, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po. First, let me welcome you to this committee hearing of the Local Government Committee and ask the committee secretariat to acknowledge all the guests individually. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to welcome to this morning's meeting. We have representative of the 2nd District of Davao City, Representative Maylene Garcia Albano. From the 2nd District of Makati City, we have Representative Luis Jose Angel N. Campos Jr. From the 1st District of Surigao del Norte, Representative Francisco Jose F. Matugas II. From the 2nd District of Misamis Oriental, we have Representative Juliet Uy. Also with representing Representative Pia S. Cayetano of the 2nd District of Taguig City, we have former Representative Lino S. Cayetano. We also have members of the Barangay. From Makati City, from Barangay Rizal, Captain Arnold J. Cruz. From Tagum City, Davao del Norte, Barangay Mag-Ugpo Poblacion, we have Barangay Captain Prospero Estabilio Jr., Barangay Captain Lucky Valera, Barangay Captain Alan Pereiras, Barangay Captain Renante Robles, and Barangay Captain Ian Mio. From the Tarlac contingent, we have from Barangay Care, we have Barangay Captain Prospero Estabilio Jr. and Kagawats Marciano Luanzon, Romeo Panedo, Christopher Lee, Tomas Torales, Elmo Luanzon, Cesario Bondoc, Vivian Vidal, Marites Curioso, Zenny Luanzon, and Rodolfo Buon. We also have City Administrator Attorney Jose Montales of Taguig City. And from the Land Management Bureau, we have Engineer Apolinar Agustin, Chief of the Evaluation and Statistics Section. From the Bureau of Local Government Finance, Ms. Brenda Miranda, Chief of Policy Planning, Programming and Standard Division. And from the Philippine Statistics Authority, Mr. Raulo Dovice, Supervising Statistical Specialist. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Committee Secretary. Welcome, everyone. We'll take up the bills where the representatives are present first, so we do not we allow them to utilize their time wisely. We'll take up the bill of Deputy Speaker Milen Garcia Albano. This is House Bill 4923. Ma'am, would you care to say a few things in sponsorship of the measure?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for considering the House bill which I filed, which seeks the division of Barangay Pampanga into 3 separate barangays. So they will be Barangays Pampanga, Barangay Alfonso Anglongto Sr., and Barangay V. Hizon. For the information of the Chair, I already filed this bill in the last Congress along with other bills from the House. It actually already got to the there was already a committee report that was prepared. Hindi lang po na report out sa floor. So I thank the committee for its consideration.
Okay, in that case, I think we should fast track the bill since we've gone through the formalities short of plenary approval. Who are the resource persons for your bill? Yeah.
I'm here to represent the barangay.
DILG? Any comment from the DILG? Yeah. Maybe mas maganda, let's hear the congressman first and then we'll hear from the DILG afterwards para maximizing oras. Who is here for the DILG? Meron ho ba? Oh, again, we invited them but they're not here. So they're not so interested in creating local governments, it seems. Anyway, we've former Rep Lino Cayetano, my kinakapatid, to sponsor a number of bills by former senator, our former colleague, very prolific legislator, Senator Pia Cayetano. Sir?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Can I ask that our city administrator may be recognized? He will represent Congresswoman Pia Cayetano and Mayor Lani of Taguig City.
Yes, certainly. He's welcome to speak for the city.
Good morning,
Jose
Mr.
Montales.
Chairman. Good morning, everyone. We're here to
He looks familiar. Did I used to see you in the House of Representatives representing Senator Alan at some point?
yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
So, we're submitting for the consideration of this honorable body the proposed bills for the creation of the 10 barangays from Taguig City. For the information of this honorable body, these barangays all complied with the requirements provided by law, namely territory, population, and plebiscite. They were created in 2008, and for almost a decade they have been in existence. But since they were created through a city ordinance, they do not receive internal revenue allotment, and that's why we're asking the honorable body to consider creating these barangays so that they may be given era which they deserve and which they need.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Attorney Montales.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any other comments from Congressman Cayetano? Yeah.
Wala na po, Your Honor.
I understand dumaan na rin po ito sa proseso last year, no? Short lang ng plenary approval. There was already a committee report, so in which case, as with the case of Davao, we'll fast track it, no? So can we hear now from Congressman Francisco Jose Matugas II on House Bill 4935, sir?
Mr. Chairman, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. House Bill 4935 has been filed last Congress, and we have the honor to seek its approval to create the Barangay Don Albino Tarok in the municipality of Socorro, Surigao del Norte. It's part of the Bukas Grande Island, a tropical paradise famous for its powdery sand, islets, and caves. The barangay was created in 1995 by virtue of the Provincial Ordinance number 001, which was ratified through a plebiscite in August of the same year. It has a contiguous land area of 35 hectares as of August 1, 2007, and a population of more than 3,000. It has been functioning, it has a fully functioning government and is run by duly elected government officials. Thus, I urgently seek your support, Mr. Chair, for this bill so that the residents of Barangay Don Albino Tarok can get their fair share in the era and use the same for the improvement of their barangay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman Matugas. Can we now hear from Representative Juliet Uy for item 19 on the agenda, House Bill 4938, ma'am?
Mr. Chairman, Senator Angara, and members of the Senate Committee on Local Government, Electoral Reforms, and People's Participation, my colleagues from the House of Representatives, good morning to all. Mr. Chairman, I authored House Bill 1927 that was passed as House Bill 4938, titled An Act of Creating a Barangay to be known as Barangay Poblacion 3 in the municipality of Villanueva, province of Misamis Oriental. Division of Barangay Poblacion into Barangay 1, 2, and 3 was to effect better administration and delivery of government services to the people of Villanueva and municipality of Villanueva. The said creation of Barangay Poblacion 3 has resulted in focus and appropriate services to the constituents of the barangay despite limited resources. All requirements set by the House and the Senate Committee have been complied with, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congresswoman Uy. Can we now hear from Congressman Luis Campos for House Bill 4941, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Actually, like the other local bills, this was
filed in the previous Congress, and as a committee report was submitted already under Senator Marcos. Inabot lang ng eleksyon, kaya hindi na natapos. So I refiled it, and I would like to thank the committee for considering this, and also my colleagues in Congress for fast-tracking approval on third reading. The barangay has a population of estimated currently at about 70,000. Voting is about, last election was about 28,000, and it was created by ordinance in 1996. I think we complied with all the requirements already, Mr. Chairman. So, thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Campos. Hindi naman ito yung pinag-aawayan ng Taguig at saka ng Makati. Hindi po. Okay. So, I think Senator Gatchalian would also like to speak for one of the bills.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, just like the others, this is actually a common issue among division of barangays. We divided my home barangay into two barangays because it was physically it's divided into two, no, by default, because the NLEX traverse to our home barangay in the middle of our home barangay. So in 2001, our local Sanggunian enacted the law to create two barangays out of this barangay. And unfortunately, since 2001, 2011, this subdivided barangay never received a single penny from the internal revenue allotment. So this measure is meant to correct this phenomenon, and by enacting this measure, the two newly created barangay will now receive their ERA that can help create more projects for their constituents.
Thank you, Senator Gatchalian. We also have some bills filed by the Speaker, Representative Alvarez, and the Majority Leader, Representative Fariñas, as well as Representatives Bagilat, Villanueva, Adyong, Hofer, Yap, and Dalog. Are there any resource persons who wish to speak on behalf of the representatives for these bills? Dito. Meron ba? Ito was told the Chief of Staff of Speaker was that. Sino ba ba? Yeah. Are there any other people who want to speak on behalf of these bills we called out?
Mr. Chair,
Yes. Congressman Matugas.
I'd like to represent the bill of Congressman Dalog.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
This is House Bill number 4942, an act creating barangay to be known as Barangay Pudo in the municipality of Natunin, Mountain Province. It has been, that barangay has been created by virtue of Provincial Ordinance number 1, series of 1991, and has been in existence for more than 20 years. Since its creation, it had been dependent on the small financial aid from the provincial government of Mountain Province and the municipal government of Natunin. The meager amount from the local government units concerned could hardly sustain the operations of the barangay government. Hence, the people of Pudo had been clamoring that their barangay be created pursuant to an enacted law to provide easy access to services of the government in the barangay level and to contribute to the overall development of not only the residents of that area concerned but also of the Mountain Province as a whole. Barangay Pudo, being an indigenous cultural community under Section 386 of RA 7160, provides a special treatment by giving it an exemption to the requirement of population. In order to provide easy access and delivery of basic services to the people of Pudo, Natunin, this representation humbly beseech this committee for the approval of House Bill number 4942. I submit, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Salamat, Congressman Matugas. We saw some people raising their hand. Yeah. Could the gentleman please identify himself?
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm Deputy Executive Director for Operations, Bartolome Sino Cruz Jr. from the Commission on Elections.
Sir, would you care to comment on any of these bills?
Yes, sir. The COMELEC supports the recognition of the previous plebiscites conducted by the COMELEC in the past years. Conducting a new plebiscite would only be a waste of time and effort. As we review the bills being considered by the committee, the 23 bills, almost all of the bills are already existing except for the Barangay Liwon of Ipugao. And also, sir, may I just point out that in the case of HB 4925, the creation of or the division of Barangay Dumalneg into 3 barangays in the Dumalneg municipality of Ilocos Norte. Our record shows that there are 2 barangays of Dumalneg right now, Barangay Dumalneg and Barangay San Isidro.
What is your suggestion?
Sir, I guess...
To avoid confusion to...
Yes, sir. Maybe HB 4925 can be reconsidered again to consider...
The bill is to divide them into 3 barangays to be known as Calao, Cabaritan, and Kibel.
Yes, sir, but the premise was 1 barangay. Dumalneg now has 2 barangays. The other barangay came from the municipality of Bangi as a result of the settlement of the boundary dispute between Bangi and...
Does the bill provide to indicate which Dumalneg they're referring to? Yeah, I know, but there's the point made by the COMELEC official is that there are 2 Barangay Dumalneg. So which Barangay Dumalneg? Does the bill clearly set forth which Barangay Dumalneg is being referred to? Well, it seems clear that the bill has set forth which barangay is the one being referred to. So in this case, there should be no confusion.
Yes, sir, but the premise was an act dividing the 1 barangay municipality. When Dumalneg now has 2 barangays, it's less a 1 barangay municipality.
So it's an error on the part of on the title. So yeah, but is that an error that can be addressed by just changing the title?
We are worried about the effect it might result in dissolution of the other barangays. We don't know the territories that will be involved in the... So long as it is clear that what is being divided is Barangay Dumalneg.
Your worry is what will happen to the remaining barangay. What is the name of that barangay?
Barangay San Isidro, Mr. Chairman.
Barangay San Isidro. Okay, we will consider that concern. Thank you for pointing it out.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So, any other comments on the other bill, sir? Wala na po, attorney. Okay, salamat po. Sa Philippine Statistics Authority, we have Mr. Raul Ludovice with us. Care to comment, sir?
We have provided the Office of the Senate Committee on Local Government with the population counts of these barangays, and we have noticed that some barangays have very low population count, but I understand that we have some exemptions to this, especially if the area is an IP barangay. So we have no objection with this.
When you say very low, meaning it falls below the local government code?
Yeah.
Alin po yun?
For example, we have here Barangay Puto, as mentioned a while ago, in the municipality of Natunin, Mountain Province. which has only 675 population.
Could you point out the agenda item which you're referring to? Is that item number 21?
Yeah,
Puro?
yes.
Kulang po siya ng 2,000 inhabitants?
Yeah, but I mean, we gave the we provided the certification of population count based on the actual census count.
So, ilan siya? Yung puto?
Actually 675. So it is only, and also
But I think perhaps it is under the indigenous cultural
Yes.
communities
Yes, Your Honor.
requirement.
sure.
So, pwede yun, di ba? Nagawa na dati yun.
Apa. So we have no other. Thank
So,
you.
but the rest are compliant.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Can we now ask the BLGF, Bureau of Local Government Finance, Ms. Brenda Miranda is here with us, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. By way of comment, if on the part of the ERA sharing,
Of the
ERA.
ERA,
sharing,
okay.
Yes, sir. The creation of a barangay will create an adjustment in the total number of barangays, which is influential to the 40% ERA equal sharing for all barangays. Should these barangays be created, it is estimated that the additional barangays will decrease the equal sharing per barangay from 885,553.74 to 85,461.54. It's just about 0.01% ang decline po. Medyo, it does not show a big impact on the overall ERA shares received by each barangay. And in case, that's for increase
the figure again.
one
Could you repeat the figure again?
from equal sharing per barangay from 885,553.74 to 885,530. So it's
So, pesos lang ang pinag-usapan.
yes,
Not hundreds or not thousand. It's pesos. It's tens of pesos.
pesos. Opo.
Okay, thank you.
And it's just about 0.01% decline and the equal share of
Okay.
the barangay.
Any other comment, ma'am?
And if it
Anong sinama niyo doon? Yung all the bills on the agenda?
Yes.
All the 21
in
bills?
case of for increase of 4, just the same from 885,553.74 to 885,461.54. Maliit lang.
What is that figure you cited?
From 885,
Yeah, what does that represent?
885,553.74 to 885,461.54.
Yes.
Or
What is the second figure, ma'am? What is that?
0.01%.
What is that?
In case of, it increased to 4 barangays. The first one is one barangay only, sir, Mr. Chair. But
But there are 21 barangays here, no? Pag 21, no?
we'll just have to multiply the
figure by 21.
Yes.
Okay. What's the difference again in the first one? 885. Oh,
First.
yeah.
Ito na yun. Um, 885,553.74 to 885,461.54.
558 yung first? 885,558? 553?
885,553.74.
Okay. What is that? That's about 90 pesos.
Yes.
90 pesos per barangay.
To 885.
Yeah, so times 21. That's what you're saying is the impact
Yes.
overall. So it's really negligible, no?
Yes.
And the effect, the positive effect, definitely weighs positively because these people have not been receiving any share of national government revenue, no?
Yes,
But they remit, so kumbaga hindi fair because they're not getting their fair share in the ERA, di ba? Tama ho ba yun?
Yes, Mr.
Okay. So any other comment, ma'am?
And no po. Later. I- we just reiterate to our position that to support the bills, and our recommendation is that, which is we're doing now, that the creation of barangay, in order to get an entitlement in ERA, these should be legislated by an act of Congress, which we're doing now. That's our recommendation.
Okay. Sige. Thank you. Can we now hear from the Engineer Agustin? You're representing which
Yes, good morning, Your Honors. From the Land Management Bureau.
Okay.
Your Honor, with respect to the 23 House Bill, proposed House Bill, so out of 23 House Bill, there are 15 of them have no technical description inscribed in the said House Bill. But the boundaries was they only indicated in the bill. So in five of the bills have neither the technical description nor the permanent boundaries, while the remaining three, specified within the House bills, were verified to be platted and verified, but with typographical error, Your Honor. So
can you specify which were the 5 bills? Huh?
The five bill with neither of the technical and the permanent boundaries are the House Bill number 4943, House Bill 4934 rather, 4935, 4937, 4940, and 4942, Your Honor. Mr.
Ano ho yung epekto nun pagka walang technical description or boundary sa bill?
So we refer it sa region for their preparation of the said technical description, because this is the mandate of our regional office.
We'd have to for finalization of the committee report, we'd need to. I'm just wondering if there's already a committee report. I was informed by the committee that there's already a committee report in the last Congress. What was used as the technical description or boundary? So it was passed. What is the effect if a bill is passed without the technical description or boundary? May uncertainty lang regarding
yes, sir, the area could only be indicative only, sir.
So who comes in to determine? Let's say meron na pasang by decision of the Congress, there is no technical description or boundary. What agency comes in? Kayo rin papasok later on to say?
Yes, sir. Actually, we can put the quality as a subject to final survey, sir.
Yeah, but is that a good practice? Let me ask you, because it might give rise to disputes later on.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir.
So it's better to set forth.
Yes, sir. It should be first. The technical description should be first be prepared.
So matutulungan niyo ba kami dito sa 5 bills na ito?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, not only the 9, sir. There are only the 15 also House bills have no technical description.
Akala ko meron na yung 15.
No, the 15, sir, have no technical description. Only the adjacent lots or boundaries are stated in the bill, sir. So 15 plus 5, sir, the 20 bills that have no technical description.
Yung mga present dito ngayon, yung mga bills nila, walang technical description?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir.
What can we do to assist them?
I think, sir, first we seek the help of our regional office for the preparation of the said technical description.
Would any of the representatives present care to comment on the yes, Deputy Speaker Albano?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I understand from the Deputy Director or the Assistant Director of the LMB, Henry Pasis, that the 3 barangays involved in my bill already have technical descriptions. That's House Bill 4923. In fact, he gave me a copy of the technical description of the 3.
We'll check now because maybe your bill has that technical description has already verified before the bill or before this request had been sent to us. That's only actually, sir, the request was only received by the service on May 3 and May 4.
Mr. Chair, if I may, the letter addressed to me was dated May 5. It's from the Land Management Bureau, and it does say that there is a technical description of our 3 barangays. So I would be happy if the engineer is able to verify that.
Yes, ma'am, we will, as we go back to the office, ma'am.
Yes, Senator Gatchalian.
Engineer Agustin, itong territorial boundaries, hindi pa ba ito technical description?
No, sir, it's only the boundary. But when we say technical description, it should be the meets and bounds, the bearing and distance, the tie lines, and the tie point with the area and
So ito can be translated into technical description already. Tama?
That is only part of the yes, sir. There are yes, sir. That is already a technical description with bearing and distance.
Sorry, itong House Bill 4943.
4943, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, in my report, its technical description has been plotted, verified, but with typographical errors, sir. It's resulted to an open polygon, sir.
So ito, technical description na ho to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ayusin na lang yung typo.
That's the one that we are signing in the office, sir.
Pwede nyo bang matulungan ho kaming maayos tong typo?
Yes, sir. If there are 2 or more lines that have been erroneous or found to be erroneous, we refer it immediately to the concerned region, sir.
So we coordinate with in our case NCR, sa NCR ho magko-coordinate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sige po.
We'd like to acknowledge the presence of Congressman Vicky Yap.
Thank you, Mr.
Here with
Chair.
us. Morning, sir. Engineer. Engineer. Sorry, sir. Sige. Ang nakalagay ho kasi sa Local Government Code sa Section 386B, the territorial jurisdiction of the new barangay shall be properly identified by meets and bounds or by more or less permanent natural boundaries. So yung sinasabi yung technical description, is it a legal requirement? It's not, I don't know, because ibang lang lingwahe, no? So, yung nakikita nyo yung description po sa mga panukala, sufficient na ho ba siya to comply with this legal requirement?
Actually, sir, we specifically require the technical description considering that we have lots of, during our cadastral survey, we have lots of boundary dispute. So we submitted to, what we have submitted to the Department of Budget and Management are the uncontested and contested area, considering that our office have no jurisdiction on disposition of these boundary disputes. So we can only identify specific area of the disputed lots by plotting its technical description.
Mr. Chair?
Yes,
if I may.
Speaker.
Mr. Chair, I wonder if these other bills might also be affected, just as my bill was, by the fact that LMB is not yet updated
on the information. In fact, when I first spoke to the LMB assistant director about a month ago, he told me that they would have to check with the regional offices. And I was following up with him, so he was able to get in touch with them and get this specific information. So I wonder, engineer, if that might be the case with the other barangays. And I would also like to take this opportunity to sponsor on behalf of my colleagues who are not available today these other bills that were filed. As the COMELEC representative said, most of these are existing barangays already, except for that of Congressman Bagilat. And if they're existing barangays already, sir, and what they are seeking is the creation specifically as an entity so that they might receive their rightful share of the ERA, will the fact that there is no technical, how will the fact that there is no technical description affect them? Would they not be able to get an ERA, or would there just be a portion that they might not receive because it might be contested?
With respect to ERA, Your Honor, it is the discretion of the DBM in which a year of the basis. In fact, I believe that DBM is using the 2001 land area still, because although there's already although the LMB has already submitted the updated land area of each municipality, but there is a OCB resolution, number one, that the cadastral survey should be validated by the NAMRIA, DBM, and the LGU. So, which is not still happening, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, I think this undertaking of the agencies that were mentioned has been going on for quite some time. So I was just wondering if we hold up these bills because of a function that should have been performed but has not been completed, it might also be unfair for these barangays, especially that they're already existing. So I wonder, Mr. Chair.
Maybe it's been years already.
Yeah. And if, as you said, Mr. Chair, legally the law has
It's quite general, actually. It's
Yes.
quite general, Deputy Speakers.
So I wonder if that should be held up by the observation of the LMB that they require technical boundaries or technical descriptions when in fact that is not what is in the
The
law.
committee has to make a determination if the descriptions are compliant with the local government code, irrespective
Mr.
of
Chairman.
yes, Attorney.
May I add that there's a mechanism provided by law for dispute resolution concerning boundaries.
Yes, yes.
So we can, as far as the creation of barangay is concerned, it suffices that the boundaries are designated by permanent natural boundaries. We don't need to
That's
have
what
an
the law
incident.
says, that's right.
Yes. And I think in general, it's the Sangguniang Panlusod or Pambayan which decides on boundary disputes.
Yeah, thank you. Any other comment, Engineer?
That's all.
Ano yung sagot niyo dun sa first point ni Deputy Speaker Albano regarding the getting back to the regional offices? Baka yung regarding baka hindi magkatugma yung impormasyon na nasa regional office at saka sa national office. Do you have a comment on that?
Actually, sir, yung record namin were only transmitted by the regional office. So what they transmitted to us is the one that
So isa lang yun.
Yes,
So,
yes, sir.
bakit it seems that in the case of Davao there is a discrepancy between the regional and the national?
In fact, Mr. Chair, it was LMB who said they had to coordinate with the regional office to find out whether the technical description was already existing. So my point, Engineer, is that perhaps they have not gotten back to you. So if it would be possible for you to check with them, because I know this preparation of the technical description, wasn't this done just a year or so ago? It was in compliance with a national boundary project that was done by the LNB.
It is the cadastral survey during 2007 to 2013.
Okay. So anyway, I think we should. I think time is of the essence. So definitely we can move forward. But we'll ask for LMB to update the information in possession of the committee. Maybe you can help us do it because ipapasa talaga namin itong mga bills na to. So give us the correct technical description to how long would that take, engineer? For you to assist us in providing the correct technical description.
Actually, sir, we already drafted the letter to the regional office. We will send them the advance copy
So
immediately.
in your experience, gaano katagal?
Depending on the availability of the record, Your Honor, because some municipalities have already the political boundary is only up to the municipal level but not on the barangay level. So
Ano yan? Paki-explain mo yung puntos niya.
meaning, Your Honor, some municipalities already there is an approved political boundary survey maybe during the 2007 to 2013, but they only survey the municipal boundary but not down to barangay level.
So magsa-survey ba sila? Yung sinasabi nyo? Kailangan pa nila mag-survey. Yan ba yung sinasabi nyo?
Maybe on some
For barangay level?
maybe on some
Kung kailangan nga yun, gaano katagal yun?
for purposes of the of this bill, maybe we can have it prepared on using some other like on the satellite image or other or can have it an indicative map.
Rephrase na lang mo natin. How fast can you do it? Ho?
It's actually, sir, the region that can do it. Maybe with it could be at 2 or 3 weeks, sir, depending
2 or
on the
3
level,
weeks.
sir.
Yeah, Senator
Sir,
Gatchalian.
I would suggest na, sir, prioritize natin tong bill na ito, itong mga bills na ito, dahil nandito na ho to eh. No? And kung pwede kung 20 plus man yung bill na yan, i-prioritize na ho natin para makausad tayo. Kasi kung hindi tayo uusad ho dito eh. And we want to do it right, no? At para hindi pag naging batas na ho to, magkakaproblema pa ho kayo. So, mas maganda ho siguro i-prioritize natin to. Kaya ba ng 2 weeks?
Sige po. I-ano namin, sir.
Ilan?
fast
20
track
plus
na
lang naman ho tong bill. Baka
Yes, sir.
pwede na hong gawin 2 weeks tapos na ho to.
Yes, sir. We send immediately the draft letter, sir.
I agree with Senator Gatchalian. Dapat maging priority ito. Kasi papasa na naman namin to eh. So, antayin lang naman namin yung technical description nyo in the further stages of the bill. Pero ipapasa na namin at this stage eh. The committee is going to prepare the committee report and forward it to the plenary. And depending on kailan kayo matapos, pwede namin ipasok sa period of amendments, pwede namin ipasok sa BICAM. But it's important that you start the process already. Yun ang point, I think. I think that is the what is clear. Kaya ho ba? Can we get a verbal commitment from your agency to pursue this matter? Don't forget, the authors are the speaker, the deputy speaker, the majority leader. So, siguro hindi ko na siguro paalala sa inyo kung gaano importante itong mga bills na ito, di ba?
Patutuhan ko na lang po sa mga tao namin, sir.
Okay, salamat,
Yes, sir.
salamat. Hear from Congressman Yap. He might care to say something for his measure.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I sponsored the bill which is passed in the House of Representatives, Barangay, which was created back in 1991 by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Just the same, the people comprising the officials are here at the back. It has been 26 years, and I think heard the discussions, and basing on the requirements of the law, it seems that we are compliant. But if there were additional problems as been experienced by the LMB, lumabas na yan afterwards, di ba? Sana kung talagang i-invoke natin yung palitan na natin din ng batas. Pero as it is right now, sana tulungan nyo na kami para maipasa na to, sapagkat matagal na rin nag-aantay ang mga taga-barangay na walang ira. No? Hirap talaga rin sila. Lalo na pag nakikipagkompetensya, nakikita ng mga ibang kapit-barangay, nasa kanila pa napupunta yung pondo para doon. Tapos nag-aaway sila sa share. But just for the record, Barangay Kare, which was carved out from 2 barangays, never had any dispute lodged with any local government, not with the city of Tarlac City, not with the province. So we're manifesting the approval of the said bill. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you,
Chair.
Congressman Yap. But first, let's hear from Speaker Alvarez's Chief of Staff, Mr. Mark Reyes. Yeah, sir, go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. My name is Mark Reyes. I'm the Chief of Staff of the Speaker. We would like to make a brief statement that regarding the bill of the Speaker, House Bill 4924, we have complied with all the necessary requirements with regard to population, the land, and of course the plebiscite. And as an additional reference to the committee, we have also submitted Committee Report 393, which was last Congress, 16th Congress. So this we'll just refile this bill because this bill was originally filed by Governor Anthony De Rosario, was a congressman before. So the Speaker felt that it was necessary to refile this bill because of the urgency. And as I said, we have submitted all the requirements, and we hope and pray that this bill be considered and eventually be passed into law. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. So if there are no other comments from the body, any other comments before we tackle the motion for approval?
Mr. Chair,
Yeah.
just one thing, maybe this could help. Instead of the since these are already existing barangays, instead of providing for looking for its technical description, why don't we just say there in the bill that the territories of the barangays, when it was created or
Yes, tell us what was provided in the creation originally.
creation, sir? Instead of, what I'm saying, sir, is that instead of providing the technical description of these barangays in these bills, maybe we can say that the territories of the barangay, when they were created, are the same territories that will be considered.
Yes, I think that's a given already.
Yes,
Yun ang understanding talaga. That's why the
Yes, sir.
plebiscite is already considered substantial
Yes,
compliance.
sir. So
diba?
if we word
So
it like
talagang
that,
continuity naman ang anto. Wala namang
Yes, sir.
kapagkakaiba yung mga the only effect really is to have it created by
Yes, sir.
legislation and to provide IRA for it.
yes,
Pero meron bang nakalagay dun sa I suppose it's a sanggunian, a local
yes, sir,
ordinance.
sa Sangguniang. Well,
Anong nakalagay dun sa mga local ordinance?
some ordinances provide for the technical description in longitudes and latitudes. Some provide for a general description of the area by mix and bounds.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Any other comments? I think we've sufficiently tackled the matter, so the committee will approve all of the bills since they are all compliant with the requirements of the law, and the representatives of the people have spoken. And no other, we'll just pahabol na lang yung mga technical descriptions kung po pwede, no?
Yes, sir.
And we'll have them included as much as possible. But again, the minimum is set forth in the local government code, and I think as long as they're compliant, then the committee reports will be prepared. So thank you very much for all the representatives for coming here, braving the traffic, and it's nice to see some of our old friends. So maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Mr.
Thank you.
Chairman, Mr. Chairman, yeah. Just would just like to take the opportunity to thank the chairman, Senator Angara. a lot of the barangays are represented here, not just Taguig, but we've become a small community of barangays, being a former barangay captain without IRA. So, maraming salamat po. You will become the godfather of these new barangays. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.